Ingrid Bergman was born on August 29, 1915, in Stockholm, Sweden, far from the glamour that would later define her public image. Her early years were marked by profound loss that shaped her inner world. She lost her mother when she was only 3 years old, and her father, a gentle photographer who encouraged her creativity and curiosity, died when she was 12. Orphaned at a young age, Ingrid was raised by relatives and grew up shy, reserved and inwardly reflective. Yet within that quiet exterior lived a powerful emotional sensitivity. She found refuge in art, storytelling and performance, discovering that acting allowed her to express what words alone could not. Her father's love of images and framing the world through a lens left a lasting impression. Those early experiences gave Ingrid a depth and vulnerability that would later define her performances and set her apart from her contemporaries. Training, discipline, and early Swedish success. Determined to pursue acting seriously, Ingrid enrolled at the prestigious Royal Dramatic Theatre School in Stockholm, the same institution that had trained Greta Garbo. There, she developed a disciplined approach to her craft, favouring emotional truth over theatrical exaggeration. Unlike many actresses of the era, Ingrid did not rely on stylization or artifice. Instead, she brought a natural, understated realism that felt startlingly modern. Her talent was quickly recognised, and she soon began appearing in Swedish films, where her luminous presence and emotional authenticity drew critical attention. Her breakthrough came with the 1936 film Intermezzo, in which her quiet intensity captivated audiences. The performance revealed an actress capable of conveying deep feeling with minimal gesture. It was this rare sincerity that caught international attention and ultimately opened the door to opportunities far beyond Sweden. Arrival in Hollywood and a new kind of star. In 1939, Ingrid Bergman arrived in Hollywood at the invitation of producer David O. Selznick to star in the American remake of Intermezzo, opposite Leslie Howard. From the moment she appeared on screen, she stood apart. With her natural beauty, soft accent, and absence of heavy makeup, Ingrid challenged Hollywood's carefully manufactured image of femininity. Audiences were immediately drawn to her authenticity. She seemed real, approachable, and emotionally present in a way few stars were. Her rise was swift, and by the early 1940s she had become one of the most admired actresses in American cinema. Ingrid did not play characters who demanded attention. Instead, she invited audiences into their inner lives. This approach resonated deeply during a time of global uncertainty, making her a symbol of sincerity, resilience, and emotional honesty. Casablanca and the height of stardom. In 1942, Ingrid Bergman delivered one of cinema's most enduring performances as Ilse Lund in Casablanca, opposite Humphrey Bogart. The role required emotional restraint, moral complexity, and quiet heartbreak, all of which Ingrid conveyed with remarkable grace. Her portrayal of a woman torn between love and duty became central to the film's timeless power. The subtlety of her expressions, especially in the scenes at Rick's Cafe, left an indelible mark on audiences worldwide. During this period, she also earned widespread critical acclaim and multiple Academy Award nominations. In 1944, she won her first Oscar for Gaslight, portraying a woman psychologically manipulated into doubting her sanity. The performance showcased her extraordinary range and vulnerability, proving she was far more than a romantic lead. Ingrid Bergman had become a defining force in classic Hollywood cinema, choosing artistic truth over comfort. Rather than settling into predictable success, Ingrid followed her artistic instincts. In the late 1940s, she made the bold decision to move to Italy and collaborate with director Roberto Rossellini on a series of neo-realist films, including Stromboli and Journey to Italy. These films were challenging, intimate, and far removed from Hollywood glamour. Though not commercially successful at the time, they later gained recognition for their influence on modern cinema. Ingrid's performances during this period were raw and introspective, reflecting her willingness to take creative risks. She accepted personal and professional consequences in pursuit of meaningful work. This chapter of her life revealed her commitment to growth rather than comfort. Ingrid was not interested in preserving an image, she was interested in exploring truth, even when it came at great personal cost. A memoir reflection on Gregory Peck. In her memoir, Ingrid Bergman once described Gregory Peck with the striking words, "He was massive." The phrase went far beyond physical description. While Peck's tall frame and commanding presence were undeniable, Ingrid was speaking of something deeper. She wrote of his moral gravity, his quiet strength, and the integrity he carried into every space. Peck, she noted, had a way of making others feel seen and respected, whether on a film set or in private conversation. He was not loud or performative, but profoundly present. Ingrid admired how seriously he took his work, not for recognition, but for its responsibility to truth. Their time working together left a lasting impression on her, both artistically and personally. When she called him massive, she was acknowledging a presence that resonated emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually. Marriage, motherhood, and personal complexity. Ingrid Bergman's personal life was as complex as her career. She married neurosurgeon Peter Lindstrom in 1937, and together they had a daughter, Pia. As Ingrid's international fame grew, the pressures of distance and demanding schedules strained the marriage. In the late 1940s, her relationship with Roberto Rossellini marked a turning point, drawing intense public scrutiny. Despite the controversy, Ingrid remained committed to living honestly rather than performatively. She and Rossellini married and had 3 children together, including Isabella Rossellini. The marriage, though creatively significant, ultimately ended in divorce. Later, Ingrid married Swedish theatrical producer Lars Schmidt, with whom she shared a long and supportive partnership. Through marriages, divorces, and motherhood, Ingrid navigated life with resilience. She accepted that fulfillment often came with sacrifice, and she refused to pretend otherwise. Return, redemption, and continued excellence. After years abroad, Ingrid made a triumphant return to American cinema in 1956 with Anastasia, earning her 2nd Academy Award. The role symbolized professional redemption and reaffirmed her stature as one of the world's great actresses. She continued to work across film, stage, and television, performing in multiple languages and collaborating with renowned directors. Her later career included powerful performances that reflected maturity and emotional depth. In Autumn Sonata, directed by Ingrid Bergman, she delivered one of her most raw and personal portrayals. She also earned critical acclaim for her Emmy-winning performance as Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir in A Woman Called Golda. Ingrid's willingness to embrace challenging roles late in life demonstrated her enduring commitment to growth and truth, even as her health began to decline. Courage in illness and unbroken spirit. During the 1970s, Ingrid Bergman quietly battled breast cancer while continuing to work with remarkable determination. She underwent surgeries and treatments without allowing illness to define her public identity. Even as the disease progressed, she remained committed to meaningful projects, drawing strength from her craft. Her final performances were marked by profound vulnerability and dignity, reflecting both personal struggle and artistic mastery. Despite physical pain and fatigue, she approached her work with discipline and grace. Those close to her recalled her refusal to surrender to despair. Ingrid believed in showing up fully, regardless of circumstance. Her courage during this period revealed the same inner strength that had carried her through loss, scandal, and reinvention. She faced mortality with honesty and calm, determined to live purposefully until the very end. A farewell that belonged to the world. Ingrid Bergman passed away in London on August the 29th, 1982, her 67th birthday. Her death marked the end of a life defined by courage, artistry, and emotional truth. A memorial service at St. Martin-in-the-Fields drew mourners from across the world, including family, friends, and legendary figures from theatre and film. Music from Casablanca and passages from Shakespeare reflected the breadth of her legacy. Her grandson later remarked that in that moment he realized she belonged not only to her family, but to the world. Ingrid Bergman left behind more than awards and iconic films. She left a model of integrity, fearlessness, and humanity. She lived boldly, loved imperfectly, and acted with unwavering sincerity. Her legacy endures not because she was flawless, but because she was profoundly real,